septic system permits. It's on the books, but somebody hauls somebody before a judicial branch of the government, nothing happens. I hate to see us have another thing that people say, well, it doesn't mean anything anyway.
That's my reluctance.
It's just, it gets real discouraging when the public doesn't believe that there's any teeth behind it. And you hate to be nailing everybody for not getting rid of garbage. I don't know what the answer is, but I just worry. If
Well, I think all of us want a better place to live, whether it be crime-free, smoke-free, garbage-free, whatever it is. But we strive to improve and make things better, but sometimes, you know, more laws doesn't make it any better. It just confuses things sometimes. So I think we have to, that's why we talk about it and examine it and see if we can do things to work together to make it life better, and particularly in our county. But sometimes just passing an ordinance may sound good, may look good on the scorecard, but it may not be the answer to what the real problem is. I mean, if you got health issue problems because of excess garbage, then we need to attack that from the health issue point of view and make it happen. Of course, again, you know, maybe somebody in the judicial magistrate part might not enforce it. I mean, you bring it in, maybe some loophole for throwing it out or something. But I'm just reluctant to jump in and say, well, we need another ordinance if we can't really justify it or can't really enforce it to get what we want. But I'm willing to try.
I will.
Yeah, let's just work on it.
A letter to the Public Service Commission, you know, asking them.
Yeah, why, if Lincoln County wants to have a bag limit, cost, and those things, what do we need to do to make that happen?
Okay.
So that seems to be the commission's concern.
That seems the logical thing to do, you know, because not every household generates the same amount of waste. Plus, it would, environmentally speaking, it would, my job is to talk about recycling and waste reduction. It would help, you know, if you were, the amount of garbage that you generated, if it were based on a bag rate, because of course you would generate less garbage, so your garbage bill wouldn't be as much.
Yeah, because right now, everybody pays the same, and I certainly have my more than share probably of garbage out there compared to my neighbor probably.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Next thing on the agenda, Dallas Plains.
I talked to some of these people out there. Dallas was to be here, and thought he may still show up. But basically, the East Crime Watch group, Dallas is the president now. They have requested permission to establish their crime watch and have a room of the McCorkle School Center there, where they used to have a room, to have their crime watch again. So I don't know what happened to it. I see Mr. Bryan out there a while ago, but I told them it's no problem. It's the room that the deputy used to live in. He's moved out, so they want to come back in to that room. So I guess we should have a motion to permit the East Lincoln County Crime Watch the use of the room at the McCorkle Center.
So
I'll second that. If you all yes, motion carries.
Next thing on the agenda under old business, Rick McDowell, the EPA grant, and ARRA Green Project.
Welcome, Rick.
We're no longer EPA, right?
Pardon?
Is the EPA grant over?
No.
We're still, okay.
Sorry.
He's quit working on it. Thanks, I guess.
Oh, well, sorry. Let me give you an update on the EPA and an update on the Green Project. The EPA project is a project that the county got funded for in 2005, and we just pulled it all together at the end of this February. It allowed us to put alternative wastewater systems in 40 homes in the left fork of the Mud River. And these are higher tech systems, so you got something after the septic tank that helps purify the effluent one more time. We got the final federal drawdown in February. That was the last of the money. And if you look on the second page, that's the final financial report that we submitted the 23rd of March. Let me just explain a little bit. The total amount of money that the federal government obligated for us was $993,500. Okay? We, the county, had to come up with a match of $355,000. Could be a match in kind, could be a match in actual cash dollars. When we finally paid all the bills, we paid out $1,023,000, almost $600 in bills. So we paid out a greater amount than the federal government gave us. But part of the county's match included homeowners putting money in, actual cash money, toward the systems. We had $2,200 from homeowners, and then Hobet Mining gave a cash contribution as well. We used part of the Hobet Mining cash contribution, excuse me, which was almost $28,000, and that gave us the $30,000 difference between what the federal government gave us and what our actual cost was. So as you look there, as you go across the second column where it says paid to date, it's more than the original budget, but then the third column is the cash contribution that the county came up with. So that $300,000 made up for the budget deficit we had.
And the Hobet money is set aside for maintenance?
The rest of the Hobet money at this point, which is just under $73,000, the idea is that we would use that as a long-term maintenance fee. But we have that money is still in the account. We haven't moved it anyplace else because we feel like we've got to get the long-term maintenance finalized. So we've submitted our final financial report to the feds. We also submitted our final MeeBee-WeeBee report. The MeeBee-WeeBee stands for Minority Business Enterprise, Women Business Enterprises. And the federal government feels that it's important on these big projects to try to support minorities and women. And we weren't required to actually expend a certain amount of money, but we were required to make a good faith effort to try to locate people who fell in that category who could provide the services.